And we are live, and thank you for everybody for coming in and checking out the channel. Anyway, this is the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle. Woohoo! And we're going to kickstart things off with a beat and bang and a wahoo, and we'll be doing the big shout out to everybody. And this is your SHIB price currently right now. So just so that you are aware, but we're here to help everybody understand and educate everybody in everything that we try and do here. So without further ado, we're going to get into today's session. Make sure that we have connection. So we sent out a big link to X. We sent another one to Facebook. And we want to welcome everybody coming into the channel. Thank you so much. So Wena Wang, Babe's channel, everybody associated with that, Jason, Prince, who else is there? There's Disclosure, who we haven't had on in a little while. So I want to be massive shout out to those people and shout out to everybody. Okay, so what do we have here? All right. Okay, so we're here to talk about SHIB and the 50/50 raffle. We're supposed to do a scenario, a simulated raffle tonight. Unfortunately, we can't host that. I'm late running into this whole expos for the whole thing. If everyone's wondering about why is the price doing what it is doing, it is what it is. Okay, guys, it's nothing to do with anybody. And can we see it pop? Absolutely. Can it go down from here? Absolutely. But you got to keep in mind, we are gaining in wallet holders every single day. We've been maintaining a steady climb of wallet holders. So we haven't had anyone that, or we've had people leave, but we've had more people come in. So the more people coming in are greater than the ones leaving. So if that's a positive note. The burns have not taken effect as of lately, and with the SHIB 50/50 raffle, that has not happened either. So we have a carryover from today till tomorrow for ticket sales. The tickets have gone. Have you noticed that the price has dropped? So therefore, the ticket prices have dropped. So there's more available for the same amount of money. Okay, so you're able to buy more SHIB with less money, absolutely, because of the price drop. So the amount of tickets that you can now purchase are higher. When the price goes higher, there's less tickets. Makes sense. So the fortunate part is no one's taking advantage of it, and the other part of it is nobody is coming on to check out the channel. Got to keep that in mind too. Okay, so the more people who come in and look at the channel, the faster we can grow as a community, the faster we can grow as a family, the faster we can understand what's going on, and the better you'll be prepared to handle any situation that comes your way in SHIB. SHIB is a wonderful, delightful finance ability to reduce the deficits of the world. It can't help them all out, but it can help out a select few. And it can do a massive amount of work to reduce the circulating supply of the world's debt. So that it can do. It hasn't caught on yet, which is amazing. It is going to be a formidable force sooner than later as people catch on to it, which they haven't, but they will. Once they catch on to it, it will be an amazing opportunity for everybody. So massive shout out to Prince. Thanks, Prince, for coming. Yeah, I was supposed to do a simulation of the raffle draw tonight. Unfortunately, I can't host that. I didn't set it up this morning, and the wife wanted to go shopping. So, you know which one prevailed. The shopping, of course. Okay, so another twist on this that was running on today, I heard from others. What people don't understand is the reduction in SHIB circulating supply. When someone reduces a certain amount of the supply, it's giving you that money back in your pocket. Now, it doesn't seem like it because it's not very much, but that's the whole community getting benefit from it. Okay, guys, the whole community benefits from people reducing circulating supply. And name a currency, name a company that's giving you back in your pocket money. How many of them are doing that for you? Zero, right? Bitcoin is doing it. If you went and bought the generators, and then you can use it to mint more Bitcoin, but that costs you money. And it's a lot of money out of pocket expense. That's a lot of money out of your pocket. And then you set up your servers to basically troubleshoot the Bitcoin logarithm. Once you've figured out how to set it up, and then it can start mining for you, then you can get so many Bitcoin per every 6 months, or every 3 or 4 days. You'll see, oh, I got a quarter of a Bitcoin, a tenth of, or a millionth of a Bitcoin. But the generator has to be on 24/7. So in some regards, it's not feasible. You start running into, it costs more for the electricity than what you're getting back from the Bitcoin. So therefore, it has no benefit to you. That's what Elon Musk was talking about. That the whole thing was with greenhouse, was that the greenhouse would run all electricity for you if you're in a warmer climate. And if you had a lot of sun, you could use solar panels so that you could offset that imbalance, right? But with SHIB, you don't need to worry about it. Everybody, every company, every organization will eventually catch on that burning the supply will increase their value. It's just a no-brainer, right? They haven't caught on to it yet, but once they do, it will explode. SHIB will ignite, and it just explode. And it hasn't yet, and it baffles me to this day why it hasn't. But I can understand why it hasn't, because traders are still trading it. They don't see the value in it. If it doesn't change it right away, and it doesn't step up to the burns that it's supposed to have, then they pull a backdoor and say, well, it's not doing anything for me. Even though they have 10 billion SHIB changing hands, 30 billion chips changing hands, 30 trillion, 34 trillion chips changing hands. They just don't get it. They just don't get it. So, yeah, big shout out to Babe's channel. Big shout out to Prince. Woo! My trustee, director of marketing. It's always good to see everybody come on and then take part and understand what's going on with the whole prospectus, right? With this is a whole sell-off of cryptocurrencies. SHIB should never sell off, just so you know. As you're adding more value, more people coming into SHIB, more burns coming up front, that's money that's going back into the pocket of all SHIB holders. That's why we say that SHIB should never sell off, because it's always gaining in what? It's always gaining in value. No matter what happens, SHIB's always gaining in value. You're just not seeing that value because of what is going on with market conditions. But as more and more wallet holders come in and more SHIB is reduced, you're going to see a influx start to happen, and it will explode SHIB on the upside. It is not unreasonable to say 10x, 100x, 1000x. It's just not unreasonable. And the reason why we push so hard for the whole process is because eventually every single country, every single cryptocurrency, every single coin that's on the markets right now, in order to solidify themselves, they'll have to buy SHIB, and they'll have to find out a solution to reducing the circulating supply so it adds value to their currency. So even if they're backed in their own currency and they have utility in that currency, they need to offset that with SHIB. So they have to buy SHIB. It's a formality. It's like a prerequisite to get into college or anything like that. It's a prerequisite. This is what you have to do to get there. This is going to be the exact same way. In order for you to take next step forward, you'll have to buy SHIB. Every single coin, every single organization is going to be doing the exact same thing, because every single organization will come up with a plan to reduce SHIB circulating supply. Therefore, if you're not in SHIB, that means you won't take part in those massive climbs. As it climbs to the top, you're never going to take part in them because you don't own it. And if you don't own it, you won't have bonuses on it, and you won't be able to burn SHIB because it won't have no effect on you. But you've been warned about it several times, saying that if you don't get in it, then what's going to happen is you're going to be the one left out. Okay. For us as investors, all we want to do is get in. Doesn't matter how much you get in, just as long as you get in. So 1 million SHIB, 100,000 SHIB, 200,000 SHIB, 300,000 SHIB, as long as you get in, because you're going to be able to take part in that run. You want to take part in that run. It doesn't matter how much you have. Treat it like a lottery ticket. That's what we keep telling everybody. Treat it like a lottery ticket. If your lottery ticket winnings do not come forth, what do? You don't sit there and complain about it with your $20, your $10, or your $6. You don't complain about it. You just take it as a loss. SHIB is the exact same way, except that you're holding it for the long term, that people are going to start catching on to it. And that's the whole thing. Merry Christmas to you as well, Babe's channel. Merry Christmas to everybody. Massive shout out to everybody for the holidays, because I mean, we're getting close now. What are we, 24 days away from Christmas? 4 days away, 24 days away from Christmas. There you go. Now, next Christmas. 4 days away, less than 4 days away from Christmas. So again, we don't have enough tickets sold to hold a raffle draw, and we didn't do the simulation tonight. Hopefully we can do one tomorrow. Keep our fingers crossed on that one with the simulation on that. Okay, so every night we talk about the proof, because proof is always in the pudding. So proof is when you reduce the circulating supply, you increase the value. Hi, Wena. Yeah, Merry Christmas to Wena. Merry Christmas to Babe's channel. Merry Christmas to Prince. Thanks for pointing that out. Really appreciate that. That's awesome. Okay, so every night we talk about the proof. Okay, every single time we come in, because the proof is in the pudding. Every time we do something, we want to show everybody in the world why SHIB is where you need to put your money, because it's reducing its circulating supply, which is massive utility, by the way. And if you ask any AI out there the two questions, you'll see why it is important, because even AI can learn from what's going on with SHIB. Because I did one with the Metaverse AI, and I had to teach it about SHIB, because the first thing it said was BTC is reducing its circulating supply. Actually, BTC is gaining supply, not losing it. It's gaining it. You're able to mint it. What does that mean when you mint something? You are producing something. So BTC is being produced on a daily basis. So you have to keep that in mind with SHIB. SHIB is actually reducing its circulating supply every single day. And then name a currency out there that's doing the exact same thing. There isn't one that's doing it every single day consistently. So SHIB is the only one doing it. Eventually, every single company on the planet will want to be doing it with SHIB, because everybody wants to make money. And when they reduce the circulating supply, what does that give them? It gives them value in SHIB. So every time they reduce it, they're gaining in value. Every time we get new wallet holders, we gain value in SHIB. There's less supply for everyone else when there's more wallet holders coming on, because they have to buy SHIB. So when they buy it, they reduce the circulating supply that's available to everybody. So got to keep that in mind. Okay, so why do we do that? We do it for proof of, we do it to prove it to the world why it's being done. So without further ado, we'll get right into the okay, so we're on Etherscan. Etherscan is the wallet holders in SHIB. So if you look at the top, it says Shiba Inu. It says token Shiba Inu, and in brackets SHIB, SHIB. And it's on the Etherscan. We have 1,477,387 wallet holders. Okay. Oh, sorry, 926. I had to refresh the screen. 1,477,926 new wallet holders. Now I'm going to change it on the website here. Just give me a second. We're going to change it to 8. Okay. So on the website, we're going to change it to 8, 1,478,075. We're optimistic. On the website, we're optimistic. We're just on the other side of optimistic because what happens is we do get more wallet holders than we lose. So before, what was happening was we were losing wallet holders every time we took a down cycle. Now it's stabilized. Now we're actually gaining. No matter what happens, we're gaining in wallet holders. So please keep that in mind. That's a huge. That's massive by itself. But by the way, we want this to go 10,000 a day. We would like to see 50 to 60,000 a day, but we take everything with a grain of salt. As more and more people come on and start to realize that, the more people coming in is going to reduce the circulating supply. It's going to drive up demand for SHIB. So driving up demand means that there's less supply available to everyone else in the world. Keep that in mind. We're going to go into the burns next. We're going to go into the reduction of SHIB circulating supply. Okay, we're going to share this link. This is SHIB burn. These are the wallet holdings that are being reduced every single day. Okay, so when you look at the last 4 hours, we've reduced 100,000 SHIB. 7 hours ago, we reduced 16,272 SHIB. 14 hours ago, we reduced 523,788 SHIB. Look at yesterday and the day before, we reduced SHIB by 4,500,000 SHIB, 3.5 million SHIB, 1 million SHIB, 100,000 SHIB, 20,000 SHIB, 2.8 million SHIB. So we've done a massive amount of reduction in SHIB circulating supply. Now, is it enough to offset? No, because what happens is the mentality of reducing SHIB circulating supply has not come home to roost with a lot of investors. They just don't understand it. They don't understand that if you reduce the SHIB circulating supply, you are actually gaining in value every time you reduce the circulating supply. They just haven't caught that concept. So, yeah. Well, we're going to do the top 100. Okay, we'll do the top 100. So this is CoinCarp. So go to CoinCarp. We can look up the top 100 wallet holders. So the current price of SHIB is 4021963, according to, and remember, this is a lagger. Okay, this is not like in any way, shape, or form up to date at all. It's not 15 minutes. Sometimes this is like 24 to 48 hours left behind, just so that you know. Okay, Binance, 44,386,872,316,250. And it gained only 1.1 million shareholders, investors in that one wallet. The other wallet, 39 trillion. Now this was at 42 trillion. Now it's 39 trillion, 273 billion, 245,785,282. Okay, this is Robinhood. Now they took a 3 trillion, 4 trillion off the market cap. Okay. What did they do with it? They probably moved it off into a different exchange. 38 trillion, 459 Okay, so they're adding to this one. This one is Robinhood. The other one was BlackRock. This one's Robinhood. Okay, so these were right neck and neck with Binance coming in so that they wouldn't take market share away. But I think what's going on right now is BlackRock is trying to overdo Binance. And Binance is buying up a massive amount of SHIB. I think they started catching on to what's going on with SHIB. And they don't want to lose out to other markets, okay, other exchanges. Because if they start losing out to KuCoin's also in the UK. Okay, Bitflyer is in the Mediterranean, in Africa. Gate.io is in America, in South America. Okay, so Gate.io is in both Americas. Binance is basically in Europe. Bybit is Canadian and American. HTX is Mediterranean and European. So they're competing with each other. So it would make more sense for them to start accumulating SHIB. Same thing with everybody. Every exchange is struggling right now because they're not buying into SHIB, but they should be buying into SHIB. They should be buying enormous amounts of it. There shouldn't be anyone who gets left out. So there's your proof of why SHIB is one of the best animals on the planet. And that's the truth of it. That is the absolute truth of it. I'm just putting in here on Bluebird. Oh, yeah. Okay, what am I saying here? We are now live for your comic. Okay. Sorry about that, guys, but I have to post it on Bluebird. Okay, we have 469 subscribers. For me to start monetizing the channel, I need 1,000 subscribers, just so that you're aware of that. So please keep that in mind, that we need 1,000 subscribers before I'm able to help out with the reduction in SHIB circulating supply. 1,000 doesn't give me much. I need a few million, and then we're talking. Then we're talking thousands of dollars that we can possibly send to the SHIB burn wallet addresses. Yeah. Okay, storage wallets. Okay, so I think what Prince is referring to is the DeFi wallets. So if you're on Crow, you can get a DeFi wallet. If you're on Binance, you can do a DeFi wallet. All it is taking it and putting it on the blockchain. So it goes into a security. So once you go on your exchange, and if you want to do a trust wallet, you want to go off that exchange and put it into a trust wallet fund, there's you can transfer it. So if you want to transfer to like a trust wallet or a MetaMask wallet, MetaMask will give you the option to transfer whatever currency you have into a USDT or USDC without having to pay fees. So you're going to have to pay the fees on MetaMask to transfer it. Okay, so you get transferred from there to another is on the Ethereum blockchain. So that Ethereum charges you to move the currency. So if it's in SHIB and you want to move it to USDT or USDC, which is smart if you want to start taking profits and you don't want to take the money out. Let's say it was going up and up and up and up and up. You're like, oh, it's not going to go up forever, so I'm going to start taking some profits off the table. Then you can move it over to a DeFi wallet or a trust wallet, now wallet, ledger, cold storage. So those give you different options so that you can protect your asset. A DeFi is off the exchange, so it protects your asset. Makes sense. How do you do it? You just go on there and say, I want to transfer funds. Okay, I want to transfer SHIB. Grab the QR code from whatever exchange that you're going to and make sure you link it. Okay, it's the same thing with buying tickets. You go in there, you copy the QR code, you paste it on your account where you want to transfer it. It'll say, where do you want to transfer to? This is where I want to transfer to. Okay, you got your QR code, boom. If you don't have your QR code, all you need is your wallet. It'll say copy wallet. Don't ever go on and do it on your own. Make sure it says there's a link there when it says copy, because it will only copy that wallet address. It won't, like, there won't be spaces or anything on there or anything that would offset it, because if there's a space or a couple spaces on or before, it will give you an error. It will tell you that you cannot transfer because it doesn't recognize the wallet address. It has to be precise. Okay, that's the whole reason for the validation, by the way, too. So if you're putting it on a DeFi wallet because you're worried about the exchanges going under, then you can move it over to your DeFi wallet. And it's secured in there as long as you know what your keys are, so you can pull it out or transfer it. You know, you can transfer as much as you want, but you got to be careful because the fees kill you. Okay, so $2 or $3, not bad. Okay, 50 cents. You can live with the 50 cents on every single time you transfer it out, depending on how much money you have sitting in there. If it's a couple $100 million, you know, $2 or $3 isn't going to hurt you. It's when you don't have that cushion of $10 or $20, and you start to realize that these fees, because I have so much SHIB in there now, I can't move it without costing me a lot of money. It doesn't make sense when it's pennies on the glass. But if it starts to be 50, 60 cents, that becomes a problem, right? Because now it's worth this much money. You are sitting on just this much money. Then you want to move this much off the exchanges onto your DeFi wallet. And you can move a percentage too. You don't have to move the whole thing. You can move a percentage of it over, depending on which platform you're using and if it's stuck or not in something. For instance, if there's a maintenance, if the exchange is doing a maintenance, it locks all the accounts. So no one can move money in or off the exchange. That happens often. You just got to be careful of it and make sure you check your emails to make sure when those maintenance orders are going through. Because even on crypto.com and Binance, those also take place, and that will seize your money. So you're not able to pull it off the exchange. You're not even able to do any swaps either. So keep that in mind. And you don't want to be doing swaps in the middle of a maintenance, because you could, if it did allow you to move the funds, and it said pending, and then the next day you wake up and it says, I'm sorry that the funds are gone, and you'll have to go and fill out a report and give your keys that you don't want to do on the exchange, so the exchange can find your money for you because it's in limbo somewhere. That's the biggest problem with cryptocurrency, is the exchanges doing maintenance all the time, because you got more and more people coming in. It causes more and more headaches as they have a hard time catching up. Anyway, no problem, Prince. Glad I could help in any way, shape, or form. Ledgers are the way to go for security reasons, because they have it's a backed, so it's a physical USB. So it's holding all your SHIB on that, and there's nothing that can, as soon as you plug it into your computer, that's the only time that someone can hack it. Otherwise, they can't hack it. That money's in there. It's locked in there. You can go to any laptop anywhere in the world and unlock it. then you can move it. But the only thing is that if you're taking it off of an exchange and putting it on a different exchange, there might be rules and regulations from that exchange. So they could have a 4-day waiting period or a 10-day waiting period. And so your money's, you got to wait before you can do anything with it. Okay. If you're just moving it from your account to the ledger and then back to your account, that's not a problem. It'll let you do it like that in a fly. Okay. Just so that you know. Taking money off is easier than putting it on, only because you had to set up everything to begin with and lock your accounts with that exchange. So when you take it off, it's faster. You got to go through more loops. It seems like it's longer, but it's not. It's actually quicker because everything's already set up. So that, oh, you want it, and now you want to get the money out, no problem. Yeah, the backup is always a good idea to have a trust wallet. Move it over to a trust wallet. Now, if you're in Wealthsimple is a trust. Okay, that's a trust. But the problem is with Wealthsimple, it's trusted to the government of Canada. So everything you do with Wealthsimple, the government of Canada automatically knows about it. That's the only thing that's bad about it. We don't have any regulations in Alberta, Prince. So when we can do 30,000, 36,000, 60,000, 100,000, 200 million, a million, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, we can easily work with that because the Alberta government doesn't have any regulations like the rest of Canada does with the $36,000 maximum that they can put into cryptocurrency. But there's ways around it. They just won't go through Wealthsimple to do it. They'll be going through Bitmart, go through BitBuy. There's so many different avenues that they have to go through. They can go through crypto.com. And crypto.com, they can go to MetaMask. Go straight onto the MetaMask, transfer the funds from the MetaMask. So if it was in Ethereum, let's say you put it in Ethereum, okay, and then you got SHIB, then you got Robinhood, or you got so many other different investments, and you want to transfer it over, what'll happen is all you do is you move it to the MetaMask. The MetaMask, you'll swap your coins for Uniswap or into USDT, a stable coin. And then from that stable coin, you transfer all your money back into a BitBuy. They have no idea where the money came from. So it's a way of getting out of the loophole. So you can give in $50,000, $60,000. It doesn't really matter because now you figured a way to go through the loophole. And everybody can do it. There's not a single person that can't figure this out on their own. Anyway, I'm Will, your host. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Thanks, Prince. Thanks, Babes Channel. Thanks, Wena. Have a great and wonderful evening, guys. Merry Christmas to everybody. Have a great and wonderful night, guys. God bless each and every one of you, and we want to make sure that you all live long and prosper. We're growing together as a family. We're growing together in SHIB. As we reduce and as we get more people coming in, we are, in fact, building a massive clientele, a massive growing in value. So everybody is going to be very successful as we go forward with everything that's going on. And it's just a matter of time before others find out about it, and those others will actually have more of an effect than what we do on a personal level, because there's going to be a lot more money flowing into it. Anyway, I'm Will, your host. Thank you so much, everybody. We're gonna sing this one out. What do we just want to sing? Silent Night. Silent night. Holy night. No, we're gonna rock it out, guys. Rock it. Peace out to everybody. Woo! And kick it. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. And have a great night, everybody. Glad that everybody came in. Cheers. From my house to your house. God bless each and every one of you. Amen.